and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some 4th of July DIYs to share with you that I think you're really going to enjoy. So if you want to know how to make them, stick around. I'll show you how. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Right, Maxwell?
Okay, for this first one, I'm using a terracotta pot that measures 3 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then I'm using a 4-inch saucer. And then I'm going to use some Loctite Power Grab. I'm using the clear one. Now, this is a really thick glue, so you will have to kind of really knead it good and then squeeze it out of the tube. But it's so thick, that's why it really holds good. And we're just going to go all the way around the top edge of our flower pot. You don't need a lot because this stuff really works good. Just get it on there on the edge. And then we're going to place this onto our saucer. And then once you do that, just set it aside and let it dry real good. But you do want to get the excess glue off around the edge before it dries completely. And I'm just wiping around the edge with a paper towel. Once that's dried, I'm just going to take a little hand sander and I'm going to sand the rest of the glue residue off around the edges. Okay, next I'm just going to take this outside and spray paint this with a hammered dark bronze. Okay, next I got this little bag of stars from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to take one of them outside and spray paint them with a camouflage paint. You can use any kind of a tan color paint that you want to, but I'm using a camo color. So I'm going to take some black paint. Now I'm painting a Liberty Bell, so I'm going to make the crack right down the center. So just kind of start in the center and then kind of go down to the edge. And then just set that aside and let it dry. Next, I cut this 1776 out with my Cricut. I'll give you the link for this in the description below, as well as all these stars. And I'm just going to put a star on each side of this. And you can print a lot of stars on your Cricut if you have one. If you don't, you can purchase stars. They have them just about everywhere as stickers. And I'm just going to put one on each side. And then I'm going to paint this with the Waverly Antique Wax. This just kind of give it a little bit more of a vintage look. It's not so stark white. Or you could actually buy a tan colored vinyl if you want to. But this worked out pretty good. I'm going to apply this right to the center of my bell. Right over where that crack is. Next, I'm going to take some 5mm jute and I'm going to wrap it around my bell. I'm right between where the terracotta pot and the saucer meet. I'm going to go around 3 times just to make sure I got my measurement. And then I'm going to take a lighter and I'm going to get all the frayed edges off of it. And if you're not comfortable doing this while you're holding it, you can take it out into your driveway and just burn it out there. I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm going to attach it at the back, and then I'm just going to start wrapping it all the way around the edge. Now just put a little bead of glue. You don't need very much, just enough for it to hold on to the edge. And then we're going to go up above that line and continue to go around till we have it wrapped around 3 times. But just put a little bit of glue. You don't want your glue oozing out. Just kind of keep it clean looking. Okay, then next I'm just going to attach my star. I'm just going to glue it right to the center. Next, I'm going to make a handle for my bell. I'm taking a 3/4 inch dowel stick and I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4 inches. I'm just going to take a hand sander and clean up the edges. Next, I'm going to paint my handle with just some regular black chalk paint. And then I also got a little wooden ring that measures 1 1/4 inch on the outside diameter. And I'm going to paint it with the same black paint. Next, to attach this, I'm going to attach my ring first. And I'm going to use some Weld Bond glue. This is a white glue that dries crystal clear. So just put it right into the center. And then we're going to put a pretty good amount onto our stick as well, our dowel stick, and just center it into the center. And then just let this dry completely. Next, to dress the bell up a little bit, I'm just going to take a black and white check ribbon and I'm just going to tie a bow right around the top part. And this was pretty much it. I think this turned out so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. This next one, I'm using some of the 3-inch Jenga blocks and wood glue, and I'm just going to glue 2 pairs together. And I'm making 3 of these. And you can get these Jenga blocks from Amazon, Big Lots, and Dollar Tree even has these. I'll give you the link for the ones I got off of Amazon. And then we are going to clamp these together just until they dry. Now squeeze them up there pretty good, but don't let them bend in the center. So don't over squeeze them or you will have like a little valley in the center. And clean your excess glue off before they dry. Okay, next to paint these, I'm using some nautical blue paint from Folk Art. It's a chalk paint. And I'm going to paint these completely, the front, the back, the sides, all of them. And I'm going to paint all three of them exactly the same way. Next, I'm going to take 6 more of those Jenga blocks, and I'm going to paint those with a Folk Art chalk paint in an imperial red color. And I'm going to paint all 6 of them exactly the same way. And you're going to paint the top, the back, the sides, all of it with this paint. While those are drying, we are going to paint 3 more of the Jenga blocks with just a white chalk paint. Okay, next we're going to be making a flag with these, so we're going to start assembling it. We're going to glue our red one to our white one and a red one on the opposite side of that as well. And I'm just using the weld bond glue on this. And again, this does dry crystal clear, so put those 3 together. And I forgot to tell you why I was painting these, to leave one edge open so that we can bond the 2 wooden sides together with some wood glue. So you need 3 of them open on this end, and then on the blue one, I left one side unpainted. I'm going to do my other 2 flags exactly the same way. Now, if you want to paint the entire thing, you can, and then just use the weld bond glue, but I really wanted it to bond good together with the wood glue at some point on the flag, so it would stay together really well. And then I am going to clamp the sides together where I use the weld bond glue. To make these lay flat while they're gluing, put something heavy on top of each one of them, otherwise they're going to tilt. After those are dried, I'm going to take some chalk paint, black chalk paint, and a chip brush, and I'm going to distress the edges. Now just get most of your paint off on a paper towel, and then just kind of lightly brush all the way around the edges, and then we're going to brush through the center as well. But we're going to wait till we have a lot of the paint off of there. I'm not going to overly distress these, just a little bit. And I'm going to do all 3 of them exactly the same way. This just gives it a little bit more of a rustic look. If you don't like the rustic look, you can skip this step completely. Did come back in and get them a little bit more heavily distressed. Next, I'm using some of those same stars that I cut out with my Cricut, and I'm going to put a few of these on each one of these. Now, I'll give you the link for these stars, and then if you want to cut them out, and again, if you don't have access to a Cricut, you can buy sticker stars. They have those just about everywhere. And then I'm going to put a large one in the center, and then I'm going to put some smaller ones on each side. So I'm just going to kind of cut this out. And I'm going to start by putting one of the large ones right in the center, and then I'm going to put some of the smaller ones around the edges. And I'm doing all 3 of mine the same way. What I'm going to use these for are coasters. And then for my smaller stars, I'm going to put 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. And you could do these however you want to. Those are 1-inch stars for the center one, and these are 1/2-inch stars for the outside edges. And I did all 3 of mine exactly the same way. Okay, next to protect these, as I use them for coasters, I'm going to put some gloves on, and then I'm going to use an oil-based polyurethane sealer for these. This is a clear satin color, and it's really going to give it a nice sheen, and it will protect it if anything gets spilled on them. And I'm just going to put 1 coat on them, let them dry real good, and then I am going to coat them a second time. And I'm just applying this with a sponge brush, get it on there real good, and then I'm going to take just a regular soft cotton rag to kind of just rub the rest of it off. You don't want to overly coat these, but just kind of lightly take the rest of it off, and then you won't have any bubbles from the polyurethane clear sealer. Okay, then just set those aside to dry. I think those turned out super cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, for this next one, I'm just going to use 3 regular cans, and I'm going to sand the top off. Now, I use a can opener to open these so it doesn't give it a rough edge at the top, but you're still going to have a little bit of glue on top, and I'm using my hand sander to get the rest of that glue off of there. Then I'm going to use a heat gun to get the sticky stuff off of there. Just start by heating it up, and then you can get a lot of that wiped off with a paper towel. And then I'm going to come back in with some Goo Gone and get the rest of the glue off of there. I'm just going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol to kind of clean them up real good before I paint them. Next, I'm going to take them outside and I'm going to spray paint them with a flat white primer. This will help you to not have to use so much of your regular paint to paint these. After those have dried, I'm taking some Dixie Belle Rustic Red paint, and I'm going to paint 1/3 of the top part of this all the way around. Just kind of take your paintbrush and kind of drag it as you're turning it, and you can get your lines pretty straight. And it's going to take a few coats of this to coat this, but you're just going to start with each can doing the top and 1/3 of the top of it with the red paint. And I'm going to do all 3 of my cans exactly the same way. But I did have to put 3 coats of paint on this to make this where you didn't see the white through it. And then you're going to paint the bottom third the same way. So you're going to do the red all the way around the bottom. And just kind of drag your paintbrush through there. You can get your lines pretty close to being straight. And then you're going to do the same thing with all 3 of them. And again, it's going to take several coats to get this red all the way around it. Next, I'm going to use some of that same nautical blue chalk paint, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of a black. I just wanted to have a little bit more of a vintage feel to it. So if you just mix it with a little bit of a black, it just kind of tones it down a little bit and gives it a little bit more darker color. And I'm just going to mix it together with the little craft sticks, and I'm not using a lot of the black. I'm just using enough to kind of get it to a deeper dark blue. And then I'm going to paint the entire center portion of this with the blue paint. And again, I had to do probably 2 to 3 coats on this to get this covered good. But if you do start with the white base, you do use a little bit less paint than if you're just going right over the silver can. But just kind of take your time on this. You can just kind of drag your paintbrush straight across as you're turning your hand, and you can get your lines pretty straight. And I'm going to do them all exactly the same way. And I'm not going to leave that white line. I'm going to come back and paint over that. I did not want to leave any white because I am going to put some stars on here for the white. So do all your cans exactly like that and cover the white completely. After that's dried, I'm going to do the same thing with some of the stars. I'm just going to take some of the transfer paper and I'm going to transfer several of these at one time. And I'm going to use some of the big stars and some of the smaller stars on each one of these cans. So I'm going to start by putting just a big star in the very center, and then I'm going to space them out all the way around the back. So you're going to space them out. You're going to put 4 on each can, and you're going to space them out evenly around the can. Since this is not a smooth surface, you are going to probably have to do it by hand. And then just go ahead and push it into the grooves on that can so it's indented in there. And you're going to have to do all the stars pretty much just like that. So go ahead and put one onto the back. I'm just peeling them right off this with my hand. It made it a little bit easier to do, and it didn't tear the stars up. So just kind of peel it off, turn it over to the back of the can, and do one exactly like that one. And then we're going to put one on each side of the can and space them out. But just kind of run your fingers through the grooves, and then that will stay in there good. And then once you get all 4 of yours done around the sides, then we're going to put a small star in between each one of these. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with the smaller ones, but they're just going to go right into the center. So kind of line them up center right there, and then do one between each one of the big stars, and keep going till you have them completely done. And you're going to do the same thing for all 3 cans. I'm making these all exactly the same. And your fingernail works really good to get into all those grooves. For the fireworks fuse, I'm just going to take a 5mm jute, and I'm just going to cut it about 1 inch in length. And I'm just going to use hot glue to attach these right to the top of each one of my cans. Next, I'm going to take some burnt sienna paint, and I'm going to take a little sea sponge, and I'm going to start adding some rust to this. Now I'm going to brush off most of this onto a paper towel, and then I'm just going to kind of start dabbing it around onto the stars and everything. This is going to make it look like it has a rusted can. And the burnt umber color is a real perfect one for rust because it really does look like rust. But get quite a bit of it on your can, get a bunch of it on your stars, and then once we get our can completely covered with this on the top and everything, then we're going to come in and soften it up a little bit with some black to kind of tone it down a little bit, not have just one solid color of the rust. And I am putting quite a bit of the black on here. It just really did kind of make it look a little bit more rustic. This next one, I'm using a piece of wood that measures 1 1/4 by 3/4 inch, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2 inches. And I'm going to do 2 of these. Next, I'm just take my little hand sander, and I'm just going to kind of sand off all the areas that were a little bit rough. Next, I'm going to take 8 of the little 3-inch Jenga blocks, and I'm going to paint 4 of them white, and I'm going to paint 4 of them with the red. And I'm using just a regular white chalk paint on this, and then on the red, I'm going to use the Dixie Belle Rustic Red. And I'm painting all the sides except for one end. I'm leaving one end unpainted. Okay, next I'm going to take some black chalk paint and a chip brush. I'm going to get most of the paint off of this, and I'm just going to distress the sides of these. And if you don't like the distress look, you can skip this part, but I think it really did kind of give it a little bit dimension once I start putting all this together. And I'm going to do the red ones and the white ones both exactly the same way. Then I'm going to brush right down the center on both of them, both the colors, to give it a little bit more color in the center. We're going to use some weld bond glue to glue these together, and we are going to glue a white, a red, a white, and a red for each one of these. Just make sure that your piece of wood that's not painted, and if you notice I didn't paint the back of mine, I'm going to show y'all here in a minute what I had to do. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't figure it out until after I had them all glued together. So I did have to paint the entire back a solid color. But be sure and get all your excess glue off before it completely dries. Even though it does dry clear, you want to get this glue off. And then once I flipped mine over, I figured out that I had not painted the back of this. And so I had to go back in and paint the entire thing a solid color. So just make sure that you are painting the back of yours, the white, the red, and the white. Otherwise, you'll be in the same boat I am right here. Okay, next I'm going to take some of the black and the nautical blue. I'm going to mix them together again, just like I did in the other project, just to kind of get a little bit deeper blue. And then I'm just going to paint my two 5.5-inch pieces with this same color. And I'm just going to paint both of them exactly the same, and I'm going to paint all sides of this. For those who dried, I'm going to assemble them. I'm just going to put these right centered in the center on here, and I'm using that same weld bond glue on here. And then be sure to get the excess glue off. Even though it does dry clear, it is going to have a little bit of a sheen to it, so you will still see a little bit of the sheen. And then you're going to do the other one exactly the same way. Next, I got these little 1.5-inch stars, and I'm just going to paint them white. I don't know where I got them. I've just had them for a while, but I'm just going to paint them solid white. Then to tie all this together, I'm going to take some more of that black paint and a chip brush, and I'm going to distress the blue part on this, and then I'm also going to distress my stars. Okay, next I'm just going to take my stars. I'm just going to put some hot glue on them, and I'm going to put them on each side of my hat. So this is going to be an Uncle Sam hat. And then we're just going to tie a ribbon around the base of it just to kind of finish it out and dress it up a little bit. Okay, I think these turned out so cute. Let me know what you think. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope it gave you some inspiration. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. See you next time. Thanks for watching.